our Mendix. Why Mendix has been introduced? Okay. Right. So basically Mendix is a low code no code platform tool. Okay, guys, low code and no code platform tool. Okay, what is mean by low code and a no code platform tool? Okay, so that we need to learn now. So Mendix is nothing but what? A low code and no code tool platform. Okay, so now with this platform, what we can do? Okay, so generally in our general scenarios, right? So software means what? So here, what we will do in a software? Generally, we will create a software. That means we will deploy software in some server. Okay, and generally we will just so there will be different kinds of softwares are there, like database developers and Java developers, some CSS developers, some scripting developers are there, some maintenance developers are there. I mean to say that with, let's say, support kind of a developers, and at the same time, we'll be having some deployment. Or team will be available to deploy our applications to the cloud to get that application into the live application. Okay, guys. So by using this Mendix, so what are all the applications that we can develop? Okay, see here, we can develop responsive applications, responsive web applications. So what is mean by web application? Okay, that you need to understand first. Okay, so web application is nothing but what? An application which runs on a web. So guys, there were some folks who are from a non-IT background, so they want to understand this, how this web application operates and what is mean by a web application. So for them, I'm just teaching all this content right now. Okay, please, if you are already aware, just please ignore this. Okay, and stay in the call. Okay, if you have any doubts in between, just raise your hand or else type your question in the chat. So some guys, some people might be seeing the screen in a very low. Okay, so for that, what you need to do is that you need to change the layout. I mean, change layout here is there. Now you need to select this spotlight as your layout. Okay, then you will see the complete screen now. So like this. And once after you did this, now still if you are seeing your screen in a tiny size, so then what you need to do is that you need to put it in a full screen mode. Okay, full screen. Still, if you are unable to see this, screen in a full screen mode, then you try to, decrease the width of this, screen. So then you will be able to see this content very larger in your screen. Okay, so some people, I have faced these kind of situations in a previous session, so that's why I'm explaining you guys. Okay, now, so let's come to the subject. So Mendix is a low code no code tool. By using Mendix, what we can do, we can create responsive web applications or mobile applications also we can develop. Okay, and at the same time, what? And we can develop Android apps also we can develop. Apps also we can develop. So mobile applications is nothing but what? An application which runs in a mobile. Every responsive web application is nothing but a what? It will also be open in a mobile. Okay, suppose, yeah, Android apps, yes, we can build. Okay, and at the same time, you are going to create some other applications like desktop applications also. Someone told that desktop applications also we can create, right? So now we can create, yeah, so hybrid applications, some native applications also we can create in Mendix. Okay, so but before that, before you are going to learn this Mendix, yes boss, these all applications will be developed in with all the technologies like Java, I mean Python, I mean whatever it is, if it is a Python or .NET or any other PHP language or anything, right? Okay, so we can develop these applications. But coming to this Mendix, okay, so then what is the difference between Mendix and that technologies? Okay, so now, so that we need to understand. So now here it is a Mendix low code no code tool, and now suppose let's treat Java, okay, as a one technology. So where by using this also we can be able to develop what applications, whatever is been there here in this listed, correct? So like this. So now what, see, but what is the difference between Java and Mendix? Okay, why Mendix has come into the picture? Okay, Java we call it as technology only. Okay, what kind of a technology it is? It is a object-oriented programming language. Got it? So it is a object-oriented programming language. Right? So why it is object-oriented and why Mendix is low-code and no-code platform? Okay, see here guys, if you are a Java developer, you need to write a code, okay, for each and every part of your application. Suppose, let's understand this web application, guys. So now here, this is your web browser, right? So let's assume that this is available in where? Yes, this is available in, okay, in your desktop, right? So here I am going to open a web browser. This is your desktop, and here I am going to type, okay, one URL here. Okay, suppose what is that URL? So let's try to understand. Suppose double dot or HTTPS dot, okay, double dot some, you know, govjobs.in.com, okay, whatever it is. So when you enter, when you hit and enter, so then what happens here? Okay, then what happens? A page will be displayed here, correct? So this page we call it as, okay, this page we call it as what? An end user page we call it as. That means that here end user. So here end user can able to see, can able to browse the applications. Got it, guys? End user can able to browse the application. But so now what is the difference? So why end user come into the picture? Okay, so that means that, you know, suppose in the government job portal there is a government job which is being posted. Okay, if anybody is interested to, you know, for that opportunity, let them come and register here in this website and then log in and then apply for the job. Okay, so generally in that way only we will do, right? Okay, this is a simple example that I taken. Okay, so now for that what I will do? Yes, I will go to the internet, nearby internet, or else you can open your mobile, or else you can open it in your laptop or desktop or whatever it is, correct? Now when you enter this URL, a page will come here, right? So this page is nothing but a UI page, correct? So this page is nothing but what? UI, okay, or else user interface we call it as. Okay, whatever the content which will be shown to the user will be a what? User interface content, that we call it as. But how that is developed and why it is coming to the browser? Only whenever we have an internet, it is coming to this, correct? So without internet, we cannot open a browser, right? You cannot browse anything, correct? So that means that here, this is your application that is being developed and that is being put it somewhere else. So for that application, the website has been developed. That means that the domain URL, suppose governmentjobs.com, has been given. And then if you open that, then only you will be able to see the content. So this content, who developed this content? Yes, there is a developer. Okay, there is a developer who develops this content. Okay. So what developer he is? Basically is nothing but, yes, HTML, okay, or we call it as CSS or any other, you know, scripting developer also. Okay, he might be a scripting also. He might be aware of the scripting technologies like JavaScript or React.js or Node.js, whatever it may be. Okay, so now that means that in order to develop this content, this user interface content, we need a HTML, CSS, and scripting. Okay, who knows that developer we need? Okay, so then what is mean by this HTML? Okay, HTML is nothing but what? Hypertext markup language. Markup language. So we call it as what? Hypertext markup language. Yes. So that means that this HTML language is a hypertext markup language which is used to develop the web pages. Got it, guys? So which is used to develop the what? Web pages. So apart from this HTML, Is there any other technologies? Yes, XHTML or XML also is there. That someone will use XML kind of a thing. Okay, but I'm not sure exactly. But I have just Googled it. So XML is also one of the markup language only. See here, XML markup language. ML is nothing but what? Markup language. That's it. XHTML, which is an advanced technology of this HTML, where this this XHTML is used in the JSF technology. We have used this XHTML. So I have worked on this JSF also. Okay, so that's why I came to know that this is an XHTML. So which technology is there, and we need to work with this XML technology to create pages, to create web pages. We call it as what? So here, this is the user interface, right? We also call it as what? A web page. A web page is open, right? So now, here guys, next thing, you understand, right? Now, in order to develop this user interface, we need what? A developer who knows this markup languages and who knows a styling concepts, that we call it as a CSS, cascading style sheets. Next, scripting. Scripting is nothing but what? In order to deal with the attributes, like if you want to perform any validations at this client side itself. Client side is nothing but what? The user who opens a page is nothing but a client side. Okay, that means that here these technologies will also be called as what? Client side technologies. Technologies we call it as, right? So next, yes boss, so now this page has been opened, so which is a client side technology. That means that end user అనొచ్చు, లేకపోతే client అని కూడా అనొచ్చు, or else user అని కూడా అనొచ్చు, right? ఇతనికి ఒక పేజ్ ఓపెన్ అయిపోయింది. నెక్స్ట్ ఇక్కడ ఏంటి, వాడు రిజిస్ట్రేషన్ అవుతున్నాడు. సో రిజిస్ట్రేషన్ అయినప్పుడు వీడికి ఇక్కడ ఏమైతే చేయాలి, ఐ మీన్ సారీ, ఐఎమ్ గోయింగ్ తెలుగు. సో if anybody don't understand, just please ask me. Okay, so now here he opened this page. Now he wants to register for this register to apply for a government job, right? So now what he is going to do? Yes, he is going to enter first name, okay, and then last name and date of birth. Some fields he going to enter, right? Some date of birth and some gender. Okay, some gender he is going to enter, and mobile and email, right? So now everything he's going to enter, and after that what he will do, he will click on submit button. Correct guys? So submit. When he click on submit button, then what happens? Yes, this data, whatever is being entered by this user, should be available somewhere else, right? Correct? Because this government website has to maintain the data of this user, because in the future, if they are putting any exams to evaluate the candidates, so they are going to put an exam, right? So for that purpose, they need these details. And once they click on submit, there, what you will get? You will get one registration number, unique registration number you will get. Okay, and how that unique registration number will be generated by using this website? Yes, is it doing on the browser itself? No, right? Something has been developed in the back end. Correct? So now, first of all, right? So here, let's understand this. Okay, we need to store all these details. Correct? I mean to say that where we are going to store all these details? Yes, in the database we are going to develop all these. We are going to store all these details. Correct? So now, yes, it is a database technology. So in general, what are all the database technologies we have? Suppose SQL, okay, or MySQL we have, and at the same time, okay, someone will say that the PLSQL, but that is not a right thing. PLSQL is part of that SQL only. Okay, SQL is the basic concept. PLSQL means there are some advanced concepts that are being included that can be utilized in some of the applications. Okay, don't say that PLSQL is a another SQL language. Okay, or else Postgres SQL. Okay, like that you can just tell them. Okay, so these are all the database. Or Oracle is also there, right? Oracle. Next what? MySQL, SQL. Okay, right? So there are some other SQL Server Management Studio. Okay, Server Management Studio. That means that Microsoft SQL Server. Let's assume that Microsoft SQL Server. Okay, so like this. So here we have some other DBs called MariaDB or SanaDB. Okay, and the Snowflake database is also there recently, which has been came into the market. Okay, I mean not recently, 3-4 years back. That's I am hearing from the 3-4 years back only, right? So like this, that means that for all your application, you need to maintain a database. So what this database means, what? See, whatever the data, that means that first name, last name, and DOB or gender, whatever it is, this we call it as a data. So this we need to maintain in the database. So in the database, what we will do generally, we will be going to create tables. Correct, guys? Yes, we are going to create tables. And in these tables, we are going to store the data of the users. Next. Yes, guys. So, but here, if I want to come from this browser to this database, see, database is somewhere else, which is also a server. We call it as what server it is? Database server. Okay. So that means here, what is mean by server? You want to understand, right? Yes. So now here, this we call it as a server. Yes, I am drawing a server here now. Okay, what this server will do? Okay, we call it as a server. So what kind of a server it is? Yes, in general in our market, application server or web server we have. Okay, so now you, I mean, if you are from a BTech background or if you have done at least one sample, web application, you will be aware, or else maybe most of the people aware that Apache Tomcat, right? So which is an application or web server. Initially it is a web server, now it will become a application server. Okay, right? So now, yes, guys. So what is the use of this server? Okay, that means that generally what we will do, once after this development has been done, then what will happen? We are going to put our application into this server. Because if you want to run your application in the browser, then you need to put all your code into this server. Yes, server requires database details also. Correct? Because in order to connect to your database, okay, from this to this and from this to this, then what will happen? Here you need many details, like, okay, that means that we need to connect to this database. Yes, database is having its own credentials, right? Yes, database username, password. So how we need to connect to this database? Okay, we already take an example of Java. Okay, by using Java, how we going to create this? Yes, guys, now user interface is developed by HTML markup languages and all. Okay, that's fine. CSS developers are needed. If it depends on your scale of application. So scale is nothing but what? Low or high or mid level. That means that low level of application. That means that it requires, less developers. Okay, high means requires more developers. Mid means it requires some level of developers we need. Okay, that means that it depends on the count. Okay, it depends on your scale. Okay, I need to get that scale of your application. Okay, next. So now you already understand page has been developed. Yes, database is also has been developed. Yes, database, if you want to develop, what we need database developers who knows database. Correct? So previously in our not only in Java or any of the application, if they are developing .NET or Java or any other technology, then what they're going to do? Yes, they are going to hire one CSS developer first. Once after the pages has been developed, according to that, yes, database is going to be developer. In some scenarios, database is going to be developed first, and then UI is going to be developed. Right? So now, yes, guys. Now here I hit a submit button after entering my details. Correct? So now once after hit my details, then what happens? Yes, this request. That means that here this data is will be in the form of a request. So what I'm saying, yes, boss, I have already entered my details. I want to register in your website. Please try to store my details into the database. That means that this request should go to the database. So how it is going to be stored into the database, that you need to understand, right? So now what you will do basically for that, yes, here it will first go to the server, as a request. Got it, guys? As a request. Next, what this request contain? Yes, this request is containing some data, right? Where it will go? It will go to the server, and from server again it will go to the database. Okay, that means that again here it will go as a request. So that means that I am a user, I'm requesting to store my details into the database of this project, owner, whatever it is, right? Into the database, I need to send my details. So here first, when you click on submit or any on-click activity, if you perform, then it will go to the server as a request, and this request again will go to this database. Once the details has been stored, right? Yes, definitely we need to give what? Response we need to give, right? Correct? Yes, we are going to give the response to what? First, from database to the server again, right? From database to the server again. And then, so response, and from server to application. So this is generally the process which is going to be happening in each and every technology. Okay, but you know, guys, this is a HTML page which is already been developed. But whatever the details which we are entering, this should be accepted by the server. But directly, is the server is accepting this? No, there is a server-side technology. Okay, server-side technology. So that we call it as, okay, servlet. Okay, servlets are the server-side technology. That means that which can understand or which can reside only in the server. That means that which is being understandable by this server only. That's why we call it as a server-side technology. That means that whenever any request comes, yes, server will take that request because of the servlet technology. That means that here the developer, okay, the IT developer or software developer or engineer, he should be aware of what server-side technology in order to develop a request. I mean, in order to map this request from the UI to this server. Correct? Yes, boss. I have already taken all my details by using this server technology. Okay, there is a process. There is a development that we need to perform. Okay, yes, boss. As a developer, I have already done this. Okay, next. What will happen? Yes, this request has been taken. Now I have to connect to what? Database. Yes, if you want to connect from server to the database, correct? Then you, from this server-side technology, you need to call another technology called JDBC. What it was? So it is a Java database connectivity. What it, guys? Java database connectivity. This is also one of the technology within Java, right? Yes, servlet is a server-side technology which is developed only from the Java, right? So from the Java background only, right? But in .NET also there is a servlet. Whatever the technology you take, okay, that technology is having a servlet. If you are putting your application to the server, yes, server definitely should have a server-side technology called servlet. Okay, guys. On top of this, yes, Spring MVC or some other technologies have been developed, but those are all, you know, dependent on this servlet. Without servlet, we can't do anything. Yes, if you go to Spring MVC, yes, definitely there is a dispatcher servlet. If you go to some other technology in Java, yes, there is a servlet. If you go to .NET also, there is a servlet. Okay, even this Mendix, okay, this Mendix low-code, no-code platform tool is developed based on the Java technology only. So hope now you got some clarity that why I'm explaining this Java related stuff here. Okay, guys, that means that this Mendix has been developed on top of the technology called Java. Okay, so by using Java, this has been developed as a low-code, no-code platform tool. Okay, guys, now you understand. Yes, Java database connectivity will go and then it will give the response and it will be sent back to this user. Correct? So now you understand. So here we need a server-side, you know, a developer we need and a database connectivity developer. Yes, as a developer, if you are learning Java, then you need to know JDBC, core Java, JDBC and servlets, JSPs and some other new advanced technology also. You should be aware. Except this database. Yes, in the database, yes, you should be aware of a little bit knowledge. So what will happen into the database tables? Generally, you will be going to perform CRUD operations. That means that create means insert a record into the table. Next, what? Update. Okay, next, delete. That's it. Right? So that means that, I mean, what are other? Retrieve. Retrieve means what? It is a select operation. That means that you are going to fetch some data from the database. Yes, select, or we can call it as a retrieve. right? So these are all the CRUD operation. Wherever you go, either it is a large scale application or a small scale application, these CRUD operations are mandatory in the database technology. Got it, guys? Yes. Even if you are coming to Mendix, yes, CRUD operation needs to be performed. Okay, that's it. So now, guys, here now you understand what is a web application, how it operates. At least you have some other idea, right? Yes, still I have some other knowledge to share with you, but since we have lack of time, so we just want to focus on this Mendix technology. Okay, so now let me open the slide. So Mendix trading. Okay, so I have already told you that it is a technology which is developed on top of what? On top of what? Java technology. Yes, what are all the prerequisites for Mendix to learn? Okay, see here, the candidate should have a basic knowledge on programming and Java. Okay, see here, some people who doesn't know Java, correct? Yes, now you just need to brush up your knowledge, right? So what are data types? Okay, and what are variables? Okay, these are simple concepts. Okay, this can we learn within a span of 1 hour. Okay, yes, you can learn all these things, but it is not mandatory. Okay, to learn all of this. But if you want to learn Mendix, if you want to, then you need to aware of these data types and variables. Okay, these things, these are small things. Okay, correct. So now, yes, so this is one of the prerequisites. Yes, and also one of the prerequisites is nothing but what? If you are a fresher, yes, now you understand how this web application operates. Correct? So that means that here, this is also one of the prerequisites to know how the web application operates. Yes, that's also one of the prerequisites. Okay, next thing. Yes. So, yeah, here. Okay, so this is the training content that we're going to discuss. Okay, the latter. And now, yes, now you understand prerequisites. But now we are trying to understand why this Mendix has been introduced when Java technology or other technologies are there, right? So here we need CSS developers, we need developers, we need server-side developers who are going to deploy your application once after your application is that. So next, database developers. That means that here, at least if you say if it is a small application, yes, you want one count or two count. Okay, two HTML developers, I mean UI developers, yes, three developers, and then okay, I mean to say that one or two database developers. So here, how many? What is the count here? 2, 3, 1. Okay, that means that there are total of 5 members which are needed in a team, and for them we need a manager or we need a team lead. Correct? Or else, if it is a big project, we again need a on-site coordinator as well. Reference to our company. So here there is a count of 8 members needed to develop this simple application, and also it will take less. It will not be completed in a lesser time. That means that it will take time. That means that take more time to develop this, because HTML pages are dependent on this database technology, and database is dependent on this user interface, and these two are dependent on this development. Correct? So that means that there is a dependency between the technologies. Correct? So in order to avoid this dependency, okay, and at the same time, in order to avoid this time consuming, in order to avoid the more number of developers, making all these 3 things into the consideration, and after that they have introduced a technology called Mendix low code no code platform. So what we can do with this Mendix? Yes, in Mendix you can create your own pages, okay, with simple layouts. Okay, guys, with simple layouts. Yes, that layout you can also create. Yes, next, this server. Yes, server is inbuilt in Mendix. Mendix has provided its own server. Okay, you don't need to download from the marketplace. You don't search for the open source. Okay, it is already been given by the Mendix. Okay. Next, yes, database. Yes, database is available as a domain model in our Mendix. Okay, domain model in our Mendix. So that means that here it is your database is available within this Mendix only. Okay, we should not go to the some other place. Yes, you can go to the some other place. That means you can integrate external database as well. Okay, but now here it provides UI you can develop, and server is inbuilt, domain model is inbuilt. Okay, if you want to write any logics, yes, you can write your logics by using microflows and nanoflows. So these two are the main important components. Okay, along with these things. Got it, guys? Now, low code. Low code is nothing but what, and no code is nothing but what, that you will understand sooner. Okay, for now, let's try to understand. So why this has been came into the picture? These all three things are in one place. Okay, now instead of doing the development of the same application with the 8 members, yes, I can do it with the 3 members. That's it, and it will be completed within a less time. Okay, and there is no dependency with some others. Okay, like that. So now let's try to understand. Now you understand why Mendix has been introduced. Yes, what are the disadvantages of this, regular development? So because on top of that, Mendix has been introduced. Yes, now Mendix is ruling the market. There are a lot of opportunities are there. Okay, now next, let's try to do one sample application, okay, on Mendix. Then you will be able to understand how it is going to be developed within a span of less time. Okay, but what are all the prerequisites to perform an application or to develop an application in Mendix? Okay, so here to develop these contents, okay, this in Java, what you need an IDE. This we call it as what? Integrated development environment we need, correct? So in the similar way, to start your development in Mendix, you need a Studio Pro. Okay, is a desktop software like Eclipse. So generally, where we will be developing this Java content? By using Eclipse, right? Or My Eclipse also you can do, or NetBeans also you can do previously. So now here, Studio Pro is the only software. With this, you can be able to develop this Mendix application. From where I will get it? Yes, you can go to the market place of this Mendix, download Studio Pro. Simply click on OK. Here, if you click on this, you will be redirected to the website from where you can download your Studio Pro. In order to download, okay, in order to download this Studio Pro, you need to have an account. So that account we call it as what? Mendix account. See here, I already have an account. Yes, let it come. My internet is a bit slow. See here, this is my account. I have my account here. So if you want to create your account, yes, you need to have a professional email ID. Got it, guys? You need to have what? Professional email ID. That you will get it once after you opted for this training. Okay. Okay. Let me clarify your doubt after this class. Okay. I mean, after the session or yeah. So now, Mendix Studio Pro. Yes, you can download Studio Pro from here. Once after you create your Mendix account, then only you'll be able to download. Then you need to install it. And after you install, okay, see here, these many versions are available in my desktop. Yes, I have installed all these things. Yes, I can open any one. So any of the version. Okay, let's go with the latest one. And one more thing, important feature is that this application is easy to maintain. So which is used to reduce the cost for the product owners. Okay, that means that clients. Okay, and see here, time consuming, no dependencies, and less number of resources, lesser time and easy to maintain, and zero trust applications also we can create. Okay, zero trust applications also we can create, and you can integrate with any other applications in the market. Okay, yes, you can create a service and you can consume a service. Okay, create or consume a service. So like that. So next, yes, boys. So now my Studio Pro has been opened. Now see here, create a new application. Yes, guys. See here, I have already logged into my Studio Pro. See here, Studio Pro also requires your sign in. So now I am signing with my ID. So then only I will be able to see. Then only I will be able to open the Studio Pro. Yes, if not also you will be open. But see, you can't see the applications which have been assigned to you. Okay, and if you don't, sign in with your, see here, I'm simply signing out. Yes, now I can create a new application also. Yes, see here, I can see only blank web application. Correct? But if I sign in, yes, it is going to the browser and it will check what is the user who logged in. Yes, I am logged in with my username. So what is that? Yes, secure services. What is, guys? Now you see here in the new application, previously I used to see only one blank application. Correct? Where it is? Yeah, this one. Now I can see there are some other templates which are by default available by the Mendix. Yes, you can take any template. Okay, see here, suppose you want the menu like this or you want the menu like this, right? So then you can take any template. Okay, predefined template you can select and then you can start developing. Okay, so now let me take a blank web application now. Yes, use this as a starting point. See here, guys, test application or else demo OPS. Okay, now see here, guys, I need to select a folder where I want to store the project. Yes, guys, so this is one. Now Control Shift N, I'm creating OPS folder, and inside of this I'm taking a demo. Next, I'm creating one other folder with the today's date 19/05/2023. Got it, guys? Now select folder. Open this folder, select folder. Now I am going to create my own project by using the Studio Pro software in my local system. Yes, yes, guys. So you already aware of this thing or not? I am not sure, but you have to make sure that you should be aware of this versioning. Okay, what is mean by versioning? Versioning is nothing but, right? So versioning is nothing but, let me type it again. Okay, so now if there were 8 employees are there in your team. Okay, generally what will happen, these 8 employees should work on the project. Correct? The project is only one, but this project should be shared across these 8 members because they have to work on this. Correct? So once after their work is finished, right? So they are going to give it to the main line. Correct? That means that what? We need to put it in one project once after their work is done. Correct? So now in that case, in our software, we are going to take one version control server. Yes, that we call it as version control. Yes, version control server we need. So what are all the version control server? Yes, SVN, as of now, Git, I know, and I'm aware of these two technologies. Yes, these two are the version control servers by using which you can communicate with your team members. That means you can collaborate with your team member. That we call it as a team collaboration. Yes, you are working on some feature. Yes, you want to update your code changes to the main line. Yes, simply commit your changes. And once after you're done, I want your changes to my local system. Yes, I can update. Okay, and I can revert my changes. Okay, and I can create the branches. Okay, guys. So like this. So in order to achieve all those features, we need what? Version control server. Got it? Next. See here, guys. Here, Mendix provides online services. Okay. This Mendix platform online services include version control and cloud deployment. Got it, guys? Version control and cloud deployment. Yes, if you enable online services, yes, your application is going to be a version control application. But for now, I'm unselecting this, okay, to create my application within a span of 30 seconds. Yes, I selected no here. Now my app is non-version control. Yes, I cannot share this app with you. Okay. If it is version control, yes, I can add any members, any number of members to my project as a developers or a team leads or a scrum masters. Yes, we can do that. But now here, see here, guys. Yes, I have created my application. That's it. See here, there is a server. If you click on this, then you are running your application. As I told you, right? Server is within this Mendix Studio Pro only. You are not supposed to install it, separately, which is already been provided by Mendix. Correct? So now you are running your application. Yes, my application is run now. Yes, still it is loading. See here, this is your Mendix Studio Pro. Okay, where you can start your development from here. Okay, see here, guys, on the left side, it is a project explorer. That means your project details are there. Next, see here, demo OBS, right? My project name, yes, it is came here. Now this is your console. Console means what? Any errors that will be displayed here. Any log bases will be displayed here. Next, see here, structure mode. It is a design mode. See here, guys, as I told you, right? We can develop any kind of an application. And we can open this application in desktop and in tablet and in mobile as well. Got it? So like this, you need to understand. Okay. Yes, boss. Now my application is run. Yes, it is. There is a view app is there. Correct. When I click on view application, got it, guys? Yes, there is a home. This is a menu option which is coming by default. Got it, guys? Yes. Now, this is the main page, correct? Next. See here, guys. I want to create a domain model. See here, you can see in the my first module, domain model is there. As I told you, right? Database, we call it as what? Domain model in our application, in our Mendix application. Got it? So, now you understand. Domain model is there where you can create tables. See here, table is nothing but what? Entity, we call it as in our Mendix terminology. Yes, yes, I am creating employee entity. Yes, employee should have what? EMP name. Simple. Next, EMP. Okay, salary. Next, what? Date of birth. See here, I'm selecting a date of birth is a date, right? Yes, I'm selecting the type. See here, that's why I told you. You should know the basics. That means that Boolean means either true or false. Date time. Your date of birth is a date time, right? Decimal. Your salary, 12.5 lakh package. Yes. Decimal value. Because you have a 0.5. Or else your salary is an integer value only. 12. Then integer. Long. You can take mobile numbers. Hashed string. Passwords. String is nothing but anything you can add it in the string. Whatever the characters that you can enter from the keyboard, that can be binded into the string. That is the capacity of the string. String is a very beautiful concept. And enumeration, yes, I have a gender. Got it? Male, female, or others. I have 3 types. How I can differentiate with this? Enumeration. So for now, let's go with the data. Data type is this one. Now, enumeration. This is what, see here, I'm creating one enumeration. Enum underscore gender. Simply I'm creating one application here. Don't confuse. So we will go in detail, by detail, very, very slow in the next upcoming classes once you after for a session. Okay, female and others. If you want to add yes, you can come in future and you can add it here. That will be displayed in the pages. Click on OK. So here this is what? Gender. So this gender, I want to move this as up. Employee name, gender. Then date of birth. Yes, date of birth and lastly salary. Next, what? Mobile number, right? It's mobile. This is what? Long value. Okay, this can accept 18 digits. Next, some age, right? Age you can enter as a integer. Correct? Yes. You can take integer data type. Simple. Here, mobile we need to move up. Okay, sorry, not moved on after date of birth. Age after date of birth, we can simply say next new. What I can say, mobile email ID. Yes, email ID is what? String value, right? Yes, you can take string. Simply move up. Mobile email, date of birth, age, employee name, gender, employee salary. Then click on OK. Yes, I have created my table now. Right? Next, see here, guys. Simply, I am going to add a record to this employee table, delete that one, update that one, and retrieve that one. So, how I can perform this? Yes, simple step. Selecting this entity and right click on it, generate over pages. Click on OK. Got it, guys? Yes. Now I have been created with the pages. Next, what I have to do? I have to add this over page to this navigation. Simple. New. Here, this is what? Employee. Employee overview, right? Employee overview. Next, you can select one icon. Yes, employees, right? Yes, user symbol we will select. Show a page. That means that on click of the menu. See here. Now here home is your menu, right? So this is a menu only, right? And you can have this menu on the top of that bar, this one. You have an option. Yes, you can have it here also, but you need to change the layout. Okay, that how we can do that we will learn now, right? So now see here, go to the overview pages, add employee overview, click on OK. Now see guys, if I am going to this home_web page, here Atlas default is the page, correct? I want only Atlas top bar. See here, top bar you can select. There is a layout by default which is given by Mendix. Simply it is created, correct? Now, yes, I have added to the menu also. Now I can add, delete and create an employee. Simply run it out. So now, yes, my application is run now. Yes, simple. Right, guys, see here. Now you can see on the top bar, right? But when I click on employee overview, yes, employee overview is having a layout of Atlas default. Okay, but when I click on home, it is having a top bar layout. Now you understand, right? What is the use of layout? Layout is nothing but you can create your layouts in your pages to make sure your menus are being in a proper alignment. Got it? Now employee overview here. Yes, search functionality has been built by default. New, edit, delete. Yes, I can add an employee. Employee name, suppose Arun, gender male. See here, gender, male, female, others, right? That means that we have taken it as a enumeration. Correct? Enumeration values will be accepted by these radio buttons or drop downs. Next, you can select your date of birth, anything. Yes, calendar is coming because we selected the type as what? Date and time. Age you can calculate. Next, mobile, you can simply enter some value. Next, email ID. Okay. Next, employee salary 12.3. Here, employee salary, it is taking what? Let's see here what we have taken. Domain model. Yeah, employee salary we took it as a string, but unfortunately we should make it as a decimal. Okay. Right. Now, see here, this contains is a valid attribute. I am getting errors because employee salary is a string B previously. Now, greater than or equal, or greater or equal, or else you can simply go with the equal one. Okay, click on OK. That's fine. Next, save it. But you have done your change in domain model database, right? It should reflect in our pages. Then you need to run your application once again. Yes, now I'm not saving this data. Yeah. So now my application is run now, right? So now here, okay. So now click on our employee or you. Now you see new, some value you can enter. Okay. I'm a male and you can enter date of birth, some age you can enter, some, mobile number you can enter, some email ID you can enter. So now, yes, employee salary 234. See here, it is a decimal, right? Decimal means what? After some integer, it will be adding some two precisions, we call it as. Okay, now save it. See here, I have added a record. Yes, I can add some other record also. Okay, some name you can give simply this one, or else you can make it age 13, mobile so and so, and next email ID, next employee salary. Save it. Yes, guys, by using new option, I have created this. Now, by using this search functionality, yes, I want to search for an employee. Yes, EAD. Click on search. Yes, you got only one record. Got it? So now, simple. Search. You will get all this. Yes, you can search based on the mail. Search. Only one. Search. That's it. You can search based on some value. Okay. Now I want to edit some value. So my name is printed wrong. Yes, select this record and edit. So now I'm entering my value here like this. Okay. Or else save it. Or else if you want to edit some other data, but you by mistakenly make it as so and so value. Yes, your age is this one, your employee salary is this one. Edit is also done. Now what else is pending? Yes, select this one and delete this one. You can delete. Yes, employee should have one ID, right? So that ID how we are going to create? Yes, let me showcase. This one where it is. Go to the domain model. Open this new EMP ID. See here, when I'm selecting ID, an auto number will come here, right? Yes, from where you are going to give an auto number? From here, 10,001. This is your employee ID. Move this up. Yes, click on OK. Now, go to the employee page. Now here, right click and left. Here you need to add a column called employee ID. That's it. Now where you have to add? Yes, here you have to add this text box. Here, employee ID is what? You need to select. You need to map that employee ID. That's it. So, but here it is non-editable because it is a auto number which is generated by the auto number feature in the domain model. Understand? Yes, I have added. Now there is one other place. Yes, I want to add such field. Comparison. Yes, what is that comparison? Employee ID. Yes, equal or contains. Whatever it is. Okay, these are the methods. Okay, equals of so and so. I want to make this as this one. Yes, employee ID, employee name. See, simple drag and drop. Okay, I did not do anything. Right click and adding, and I'm not writing any code here. You guys has to notice how simply running it. Since we have made a change in domain model, it is again going to deploy our changes into the domain model. Correct? Okay. So now my application is up and running. Right. Now click on view application. Yes. Simply go here. And now you can add. See here, 1001 is applied to one record by default. Correct? Next new 1002. Enter some value. This is the use of auto number feature. Right? Now save it. Right? You can delete, add, and search also. It is fine. Search is also coming now. Right? Guys, only some users has to accept this. That means that there is no sign-in option is available now. Correct? Not I mean to say that I'm not getting any login page. As of now, employee creation is fine. But this employee should be created by only one person. Okay. First, I need to get the sign-in page. Correct? How I am going to get this sign-in page? Simple thing. Here security is there. Apply production security or else prototype security. You can apply first. See here, by default, admin is provided. Create one password. Password policy, make it one. Click on no. Yes, for now, let's go with this one only. MX admin is the default admin credential. There were errors. At least one allowed role. Yes, brother. In this security, there is a user. Okay. But there is no admin. Create admin. This is a child role. And who can access this? All many pages. Microflows, nanoflows, no. Click on OK. That's it. Now go to the navigation. Navigation is nothing but your menu. This employee over page should be accepted by administrator. Now go to the main security, user roles. By default, there are two user roles. Open this one. Simply select this admin. That's it. Got it, guys? So now run it. Raman is ready. Prepare first. So now, guys, here let's click on view application now. See here, now I am getting a sign-in page. Got it, guys? I am getting a sign-in page here. So now I have only MX admin credentials. Simply sign in. Correct? Yes, I signed in. See here, there is a demo user is also there. Yes, I can simply log into demo user, demo administrator. There are plenty of features are available within Mendix. So within one session, we can't elaborate. Okay, there is a process. So how we need to go? Okay, let me open my Mendix content. So now you understand. Yes, login is working fine. Yes, you want to sign out. Here, go here. You can put a new item, sign out. Right? See here on click, you can simply call this sign out button. So here you can add some logout image. That's it. Now you will get it up. Right? So meanwhile, let it runs. I will showcase, the training content, how I am going to teach you, and what are the concepts I am going to teach you. See here, introduction to Mendix Cloud, domain models, pages and data bindings, team servers, everything I am going to explain. Okay. So now let me open the actual training content here. Where it is? Yeah, trainings. Yeah. See here, guys. So this is your training content. Okay. And next version control server, everything will be explained here. What it is being displayed here. Okay. There is no chance of missing any concept. And additionally, I will include some other concepts as and when needed and as and when I'm learning. Okay. So these are the, once you have gone through this, each and every training part of this module or the concept, then you will be in a position to do or to stand on your legs in your company if you go. Right? So that for that I am very sure. But the only thing what you need to do is that you need to do practice well. Okay? So that's it. So now here, let's see. Click on view application. Admin can only see this, but normal user cannot see this employee over page. Is he seeing now? No. But if you log in with a demo administrator, yes, he can. Right? But after this, I have only MX admin, but I don't have a user. How can we create the users? By default, with the Mendix features that we are going to learn. Okay. So now, guys, this is a Mendix. Now you see, right, how simple we have applied a security, how simple we created a navigation, how simple we created a domain model. Okay. How simple we created a overview pages and enumerations. Okay. Suppose if you want to upload any image to your application, yes, images collection is there. From here, you can add any other image also. Yes, that is also fine. It will be available in your project. You can use this anywhere in your application. Okay, that is up to you. That's it. So now, guys, I'm winding up the session here because I have another hot stop. Now, let me ask you some questions. So please, I want all your participation in the form of a, response, giving some response to me. Right now, yes, someone Uday has asked, can we use cloud server or any other third-party server to deploy web application developed with Mendix? Yes, there is a CI/CD pipeline that you can implement in Mendix. Okay, no other issues. But there will be some documentation that you need to follow in a Mendix. For each and every topic, there is a Mendix documentation. Okay, now, so Akhil, do you have any questions? And Dharani, Kalyan, Mani, Manchester. There are other platform development tools like Flutter, React Native already successful in the market. How Mendix had an advantage over the other contributed tools already in the market, not as a developer friendly or no code or less time consuming in performance perspective of application. So let me stop recording. So to waste the memory.